Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Did you ever think, Ray, that the pandemonium that would be caused by 3 apps being down?
Oh, that's right.
It's unbelievable.
What your Brenda doesn't know where to do, what to look, what to do.
The whole thing is fucked up.
Them.
We have no cocktails, right?
Yeah.
He was supposed to bring a child over. We won't explain that. Brendan was supposed to bring me a child over.
Really?
Couldn't bring a child over because he couldn't get the WhatsApp message in. There's 3 houses on fire in Rushdie the last 2 hours.
And they can't ring a fire brigade because they don't have WhatsApp.
No, they can get to WhatsApp them now.
Yeah.
1890 WhatsApp fire brigade. You can't do it, man.
Tell you what is working.
Go on.
TikTok.
TikTok's the only one that's still working. Facebook and fucking
Chinese ticking over lovely.
The old faithful, but it is mental.
We'll have to explain to people because obviously someone will listen to this in 2 years' time.
Oh, they'll remember this. They were like, COVID. Yeah. Was it COVID during that the pandemic for Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram went down? Like,
yeah.
There's young ones, man, take a picture of their own arse and just crying looking at us.
They can't do
anything about it. No. They're like, oh, we're supposed to, they're trying to send MMSs. You remember the MMS back in the day?
I switched over to MMS earlier.
What?
Myself and Laura, they were trying to organise the dinner.
Oh, she was sending you her arse, you were sending her.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it crazy though? Yeah. And the MMS, geez, they could be €1.20, right? You have to be careful now.
Could be, yeah.
Easy, like.
Or you could make a phone call. That still works.
Yeah, you can still make an actual phone call.
But I said people don't have it on their plan.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's the thing.
It's just data only.
It's all data, man. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, do you remember when you'd be going abroad years ago and you'd have to make a call or whatever and it'd cost a fortune and man would be coming back saying, you spent 60 quid in 2 days. How to do that? Now you don't have to worry about that anymore. I
have to tell you a story about that.
Okay, go on.
When I landed in Switzerland,
they're
back a couple of weeks ago.
That's right.
We came in the train, and France is very close to Geneva.
Okay.
So we literally crossed the border at 5 to 8.
Okay.
Right? And 3 minutes later, I got a message from 3 saying you've spent, you've 90% of your limit exceeded. And I'm going, what? I didn't see this one. At 2 minutes late, another message saying you've 100% of your limit, we're going to put a stop to you.
You would know Roman data. How class would it be if you were in fucking Italy and it was Roman data? Come on, will you just tell the story, Ray, please? Because you're fucking wrecking my head now. Come on.
That's very good, actually. No, yeah, basically they said the text, you've spent €500 over your bill.
What?
Yeah. So when I got off the train, 6 minutes after crossing into Switzerland, 3 had text both myself and herself saying we had spent in excess of €500 on data.
Was that fake news?
Because we had left the 4G on. So whatever was downloading in the background.
What kind of report? You were watching the 4K pornos. Anyway. She was like, Ray, they have 8K pornos over here. You want to get this going?
It's an awful way to land in the country, worried that you owe €3,000.
Yeah, but how did you not though?
Well, I got onto the instant chat straight away and I got Mikhail.
Oh, I love it. And I wouldn't mind, but he's on about data Roman. Mikhail's halfway across the world.
Yeah, Mikhail said, no, I'm after checking your thing.
He's in Pakistan.
Yeah,
right?
He is, yeah.
He's abroad in Pakistan and you're chatting to him.
Pakistan.
Right, he's abroad in Pakistan and you're chatting to him about data Roman. And it's probably costing you a fortune to chat to him. Roman data.
I mean, not even in Italy.
Not even Italian data, man. And we on about it.
Yeah.
You know, I love when you drive into the north as well, that the phone.
The texture.
I always feel like that's not really like a data thing or like a cost thing. I think that's just them warning you. Come here. Look, you're a southerner. You're driving into the north.
Yeah,
you should think about turning around, probably.
Yeah.
And they say this will cost you, but they don't mention that about money.
How much it costs.
No. They just say this could cost you something. You know, it doesn't have to be currency, Ray. Yeah. Anyway,
we have no social media stuffs anyway.
What?
We've no Instagram, no Facebook.
None of it at all. And like
it's all gone down.
Like it's all gone down, man. Yeah. I do look at this website called Down Detector.
Do you?
Right? Downdetector.com.co.uk.
How often do you look at that?
I look at that every time my internet drops for a second. Right?
Really?
So if your internet drops, right, you can search Vodafone on Down Detector and see how many people have reported outages.
With what internet?
With your 4G that you're fucking on the data roaming with and it's costing you a fortune.
Right.
So you check it then on your 4G and then you see, the Vodafone home broadband is down.
What do you get out of that?
I get to know that it's not just mine because there's 2 different things that happen there. When I see that it's down all across the board, so let's say you can check it by the time, you know. Tuesday at 4 p.m. there, I can see there was 100 reports that it's out, so it's obviously down. Like
right, so it's not due.
Which means I'm not going to ring them and get on to Sheila, who's going, do you think I tried to be talking to you? I tried to put the wires back in here, someone stepped on the plug. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if it was just mine, I'm ringing them saying, get it done now. Get this shit going.
That's funny. I never heard of Down Detector.
Oh, look up the downdetector.co.uk.com.ie and you'll find it all there.
Does it work for belly fluff as well? Do you know?
I don't even know what that means.
You know when you'd have the little bit of belly fluff?
What do you try to
call
check?
it down? No? Downy fluff.
No, that's just. Is it called Downy fluff?
Downy fluff. Down detector.
Anyway,
Anyway,
if you want to set up a belly button one,
would also work for the county.
That is disgusting.
would the county of Down always be highlighted on the map?
You search downdetector.ie. Yeah,
found it.
Still there.
That's a whole other
He was driving
website.
into the north. Jesus Christ almighty.
Sorry,
No.
Brendan had his hand up there for some reason. Yeah, how if you've no data, how do you check down detector?
Then you can't. Then you're sitting going feck. That's true.
So you won't know. It's quite ironic that it's an online service. Do you know?
But you can check all sorts of things if you still have that service.
Can you ring down detector?
Yeah, and again, you get out your fella and say, oh, Jesus Christ, Mikhail again brought Pakistan. Right? The other reason that it's annoying that all of this stuff is down is that we're drinking no cocktails again, right?
Terrible.
And I was about to go fucking Mr. Miyagi again on Brenton, like, because every week he's forgetting the cocktails or there's something wrong. But then he did have the cover up saying, well, I text him, but obviously I text him on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So it's not, it didn't
It's
work
like
anymore.
the old saying, the electricity was out, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
do you know?
the electricity was cut out of us.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a deeper meaning to all this, Ray, and even something deeper that we should be thinking about for the future, right? Mm-hmm. We should not be dependent on one company for all of our needs.
That's why we have Snapchat.
And but Ray, I haven't used Snapchat since 2009.
But you'll find you'll use it this evening to chat to people like.
I fucking won't. But do people still use Snapchat?
That was where I actually, earlier this evening, when I couldn't get through to herself on the old, on the WhatsApp, I said, I went flat out into Snapchat, I was going to do a little video.
Right.
And I was thinking, what'd be cute now? Maybe me lying on the bed.
Oh, you
Do you know
dirty
the way,
pervert.
you know,
Okay.
lying face down on the bed, kind of, hi, how
Big
are
old
you?
hairy old sexy arsehole.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the downy fluff and all there. But yeah, that was my first, and then I couldn't be arsed.
No,
so
it's
I just sent her
Snapchat.
an MMS.
Who? You sent her MMS for 140.
MMS.
But no one uses no Snapchat no more. And does TikTok have a messaging service on it?
I think so, yeah.
So you can message someone on TikTok.
You can.
Like a what do they call it, a DM.
I think so.
Could you slide into a TikTok DM? Well, maybe that's what people are doing now, you see. But I'm just saying, right? Hawley Zuckerberg, right? Hawley Zuckerbox, right? Hawley Zuckerbox is living there in Dublin in his mansion, and he is running the whole world. And when his stuff goes down, no one can do anything. It was on the news. I was driving through town. They said, Facebook's out, lads.
Yeah.
Right? And there was helicopters flying, and there was cars. It was
How
like
could the helicopters fly when they couldn't be on the
but that's the thing as well, Ray. They can't.
They can't fly
They were
without the
coming out.
Facebook.
They were dropping out of the sky. There was a flight from here to Tenerife. It dropped into the water when Facebook went down. We shouldn't be dependent on one company for all of our needs.
Whatever happened
and that's
to
what's
Viber?
happening. Huh?
Remember Viber?
Oh my God, I know someone who still uses Viber.
Do ya?
A techie gentleman as well. I'm not saying his name. Mike Cookian still uses Viber.
You're such good with the anonymous
Seriously.
stuff here.
Mike Cookian still uses Viber.
So do you actually have to have the Viber?
No, I don't. I am not. I will
Yeah.
not bow, Michael. All right? I am not going back to
Him and a
2013.
select few friends.
Honest to God, man.
Yeah.
But he still uses it the other time. I'm like, you're a tech gentleman.
Yeah.
You know, you think you'd be on board with all the crap. But maybe he's right. Maybe he's going, no. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to bow down to the Facebook lords.
Right. But
Michael's-
always just writing out letter.
All these Zuckerbox living in a mansion in Dublin, the bastards.
He's not living in Dublin.
I know, but how cool, like, I like to drop that in there so people might Google it and go, is he fucking living in Dublin? I love to just throw those little bits in.
I have an awful big question for you.
Oh, go on.
I'm hearing an awful bit of squeaking. Is it you? Are you squeaking over there, or is it that other fella abroad in the hall?
Are you squeaking, Brendan?
No.
Stop squeaking!
I just maybe you're close to the wall there, and
This is
I'm
a
hearing
hip
squeak.
podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not here in the headphones.
Because I
Ray.
have no headphones tonight now.
Yeah, Ray has no headphones either because I didn't bring. He's vexed about it now, and he's going to bring it up, right? And
Yeah.
we might have to look at the head in them.
It could be a terrible episode now that I have no headphones. I
Patreon
don't know
people.
what I'm hearing at all.
Patreon people, look at the head in them. Jesus Christ Almighty. Look at the fucking head in them without
All
the
six
headphones
of them, I
on.
will see that
That's
over
what
the
his
course
ears
next
look
week.
like now.
Yeah.
Aren't they nice?
That's right, actually. Nobody's ever seen my ears.
Now, I'm going to take a little gulp at this rate. So
Yeah,
that I
while
can
you're
relax.
doing that,
Yeah.
I want to tell you about something. Because obviously we didn't get the cocktails tonight, and as people might be small bit aware,
Very
we're
annoying.
sponsored by the Blind Tiger Cocktail Club and Anderson's Tremendous Event and Wonderful Food Items.
Yeah. Both
As part
Sligo
of-
businesses.
As part of that conglomerate,
That partnership.
they also have some foodie places in the Blind Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Camille Thai,
Yeah.
Marvellous Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Cowsum Guy there last week.
One of the best ties I've ever seen,
Yeah,
man.
but now they've a Tindy.
Yeah, the Tindy Indy.
And they give me free Tindies. I got free Tindies.
You did?
Yeah. Your man, the buck Brian, that pays the money, he rang up and he said, I'll give you a free Tindy.
He rang you.
Well, he texted me. And you didn't get a...
No, I I didn't guess it.
Did you not?
Why would I know?
I've had two free
Yeah, one of them is mine. One of them is very clearly mine, Ray.
Well, both of them were delicious.
This is absolute, but this is the favoritism that has ruined the JA.
Yeah.
No, this is the favoritism.
Yeah.
That is unreal. And I wouldn't mind, but I saw him last week, like.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised you didn't mention it to you.
Yeah, I'm fucking very surprised it mentioned to me. I was walking into Anderson Cement. You know what? The thing is, and I'm glad because that partnership is obviously up after we are not renewing that contract.
I know we are.
No, we're not renewing that contract.
Dinner.
Shut, Ray. We're
I had
not.
a boona.
Oh, you had a boona, did you?
I had a boona.
Yeah, I'm delighted you had a boona. Was it nice?
Tasty.
Was it? Yeah. Was it? Okay, what else did you have?
I had a boona, and then I should have got rice with it. This is a sneaky tip.
The rice supposed to be classed, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. And then I got a garlic naan.
Oh, was that nice?
That was lovely.
And what else did you get? Did you get anything else?
I got a few spudinis, then a fried chicken job.
Oh, was that nice?
That was nice too.
Was it? Yeah, I don't give a shit about any of that stuff, Ray. I can't believe genuinely.
You can get one next week.
No, but how can I when you won't get Ding Bill? Hello, Kendy.
You have to pay for it.
Come here. Are you 50% of a hip podcast? You are, yeah. Oh, I guess we better give you your fair share then.
No, well, he said there was two, and I used both of them. So maybe the blame is on me.
It is on you prick. One of them was obviously for me.
Yeah, but I knew you'd be busy. You're busy with the wedding. I don't want to be ringing you.
That's what this is like in a funerals and weddings, right? Yeah. Some neighbour comes over with a pot of curry.
Isn't it funny they don't do that for weddings?
Yeah, but you should have done that. You had an actual pot of curry, like it's not a metaphor. You had a pot of curry.
Imagine if everyone landed over to the house with sandwiches.
You could have. I'm stressed in my. Look at me. Look at my face and my hair and my eyes. I'm stressed to the gills. And you said I got 2 dinners. What did I do? I'll have both of them.
I had them for you.
I am fucking. I am sick, Ray. I can't believe you done that. Like, I need free stuff. This is costing me a fortune.
Right. Hold on now. Let's get to the bottom of this for a second.
We have.
Episode 132 is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Some big things happened before this episode, and some big things are happening after this episode.
Yeah.
The big things before, let's talk about it. Because
Ray had 2 Indians.
I had 2 Indians, but you had a stag.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm going to try it last. I can't believe you had 2 Indians. Fuck's sake.
Oh, the cocktails are here.
The cocktails have arrived. WhatsApp must be back up.
Instagram must be working again. Brendan, will you get back down there now? Do your job. We'll have to drink the cocktails after.
No, bring the cocktails up. We'll see what they are live, and we'll pour them out. Nicola, bring 2 glasses, lovey. And we'll get to that. Yeah. Anyway, the cocktails are here, lads. We're going to drink them during this. Yeah. Now, you're saying stuff happened before and after.
Yeah. Your stag.
We had a stag do.
Now.
Yeah.
Just to set the scene here.
Yeah.
Because I was an innocent bystander on this thing. Galway was the location.
Yeah.
And it was being arranged by Derek Gore.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
For a big friend of the show, yeah.
Previous presenter on the show.
Yeah.
And Cos Mulhern.
Yeah.
I know Derek might like to say it jointly.
Yeah.
I think Carl had a big input on the Thursday night.
I said to Derek for 2 days straight, I should have picked Carl as my best man. I did. Because everything that was happening, I was like, this is class, fair play. He was like, oh, Carl did that.
Carl did that, yeah. Carl's very good at organising.
Yeah.
Derek's not.
Derek is not his favourite.
But one thing he did organise very well is your outfit.
The only thing.
Can we talk about your outfit to start with?
So,
Thursday night.
Yeah, this goes back a little bit. So let's set the scene. I said to Derek, you're organising me stag, right?
Yeah.
Now, I said 2 rules.
Right.
Don't dress me up in that and stupid, and don't tie me to a midget. That was the 2 rules.
Yeah.
So he didn't dress me up in an outfit.
No,
Technically,
not, no.
He didn't dress me up in a dress.
No.
Or like a pigeon costume.
No, it was worse.
Like ML above the wire.
Yeah.
He didn't do any of that. He said, what I'll do is I'll dress him in something that people will think is his normal clothes, which God. I now realise is way worse.
Yeah.
Way worse than any. Because if I was out in an outfit, people would go, he doesn't look ridiculous. He's obviously a stag.
You stood out like a sore thumb.
It was awful.
You really stood out so bad.
So this is the angle he went for, okay? And this isn't to be slating anyone who does this, but I just don't. It's not me.
It's not Kendy.
It's not Kendy. That is not so Kendy. He wanted to dress me as a roaster, like kind of a, you know what I mean? Like a Roscommon-y, Mayo-y kind of.
It kind of cycled you through 2 phases in a roaster's life.
Yeah.
So there was a younger roaster.
Yeah.
And he was dressed in an oversized M&M t-shirt.
Yeah.
And a pair, is it Airwalk jeans?
Oh, they were awful.
And an old pair of black shoes.
You know, he went into TK Maxx and he went up to the counter with the Airwalk jeans.
Yeah.
And a woman said to him, I've been working there for 3 years. That's the 2nd pair we've ever sold.
I'm surprised they even have them.
They were the worst. Ray, they were the worst jeans I've ever seen. And
yeah.
the M&M t-shirt, like that was such a great call because that would make people go, geez, your man's well into M&M.
Anyone that, because it was a really obvious one. Like, it was so red
bad.
And white on a black background, and it was.
Now that was only the precursor for what was to come because.
But that was Young Roaster.
I didn't realize.
Oh, it was magic the Friday night.
The next one. So he put me in a pair of Dunn's jeans.
Dunn's jeans. So there was no shape nor make.
There was no shape. Like you couldn't say they were boot cuts. Or
no, they were just cut.
They were just.
Just cut by someone.
They were cut clean up.
Yeah, I think
someone cut them.
I think Dunn's have a little factory somewhere in Clonus, right, where old Irish ladies make clothes that they think would be lovely on
and
their
they
son.
Also, like in that same factory, they also make like homestead firelighters and,
all
lemonade.
the stuff,
they just make everything that's kind of Irish, you know.
Everything that's wholesome.
So. It was in them, and then he gave me these brown boots.
Oh, they're an awful boot.
Oh, they were the worst.
But you know what was
boots.
weird though? Another friend of the podcast, Luke Stevani, was at the stag.
Yeah.
And I see the picture of you outside Supermax eating a big lump of burger. And I noticed that your brown boot was very similar to his brown boot.
Yeah, but it's contextual, Ray.
Right. So with a Dunn's jean, not so good. With his jean, very good.
You could have maybe pulled them off with something else, but once you pull one of those boot cuts, he cuts over it. Oh my God, man. I mean, I was just built to be eating the garlic cheese chip after the All-Ireland final.
You look so perfect.
But that wasn't even...
the worst.
I was wearing the Roscommon jersey
a vintage one with long sleeves.
2004.
Yeah.
And Derek made me tuck it in to the jeans.
I seen that.
He wouldn't let me out of the room until I tucked it into the jeans.
You had to tuck it in.
Oh.
Were you allowed to? Were you allowed to pull the sleeves up a little bit?
No.
You had to pull
he
them
made
down.
me pull them up, and then he made me put on
a super dry jacket with 1,400 zips.
You know the super dry jacket that you see at the Donegal rally? That one. That's the super dry jacket I had to wear.
It was magic.
And all I had to do was hold a pint of Bulmers under my arm and put me one hand in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, man, I was outside Mother Hubbard's on the way to Crow Park. It was the worst looking outfit. Yeah. But the thing is, people wear that, Ray.
Oh, they do. That's why we hope now, if you've been affected by any of the topics discussst in this podcast, there is a helpline and we'll call it out there.
Yeah. It's called bootcut.com.uk.ie.
Yeah.
And you'll find it there.
The Thursday night, obviously, Cosm and Hearn organised Thursday night. Yeah. And it was tremendous. We did, serious dag.
No.
2 pubs. Yeah. It's all I seen.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
There was a third.
What?
There was a third, wasn't there? Garavan's or something.
Oh, we were in Garavan's. That's a lovely pub.
Yeah, you were in
Garavan's. Now, the thing about Garavan's is when you go in there at 5 o'clock, tight, right? You put 10 lads in there gearing up for 2 days. Yeah. I felt like going, lads, will you show some? There's a fella reading a book and there's a woman having a coffee. And you're actually saying, do you remember that one that you were right? Do you remember you were right? Oh, fuck. Oh, la, la, la. We're on stock market like lads. I was like, shh, lads, it's weird.
This was the theme of all I seen at the stag, was you being embarrassed.
Oh, well, obviously it wasn't me.
Embarrassed or vexed?
Yeah. Well, a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the vex in a minute.
Yeah, the vex is coming.
Oh, God. Yeah. I only landed in now in the second pub, which is 1520, which was the Spanish Arch.
Yeah, that was lovely.
And it was really nice little sidebar.
Yeah. And then we decided, let's go to the Keys.
We did.
Oh, should we say that?
Why?
Because I'm going to slate them.
Oh, but belt away. When has it ever stopped you before?
Okay, no. Okay, look, all I say is obviously not their fault. So, and I'm not trying to slate them. That's our favourite pub in Galway. We all gig there. It's not them. 2 staff members walked out the door that day on them. Walked out and said, and I think that's
the real culprit here.
That's the culprit. Is the two that walked.
That left.
Yeah, and if I could find them, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, man.
Worst 21st I was ever at.
So we ordered a drink, right?
Yeah, you ordered a drink. I ordered 2.
There was only 2 people serving the whole pub because they couldn't. What they were supposed to do? Yeah. You ordered 2. You were smart. You saw this coming.
But that was my first rodeo. But it was very funny. There was 2 things that happened. First of all, you kept getting vexed, going, "What's going on with the service around here?"
Yeah, I was losing the head.
And people kind of telling you to calm down and just be a stag.
But I didn't want to.
And then Colin Hearn, I think, ordered a whole tray of the baby Guinnesses. Do you know what your brother Raymond Kennedy said to that? What are we? A hen party? He was disgusted that baby Guinnesses are bought.
He's kind of right.
He says a hen party wouldn't even order that. They're the worst shot, he said.
Yeah, it is a bad shot.
Men or mice?
It is a bad shot, man.
Yeah, I didn't mind it because it didn't get me too messed up.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing as well. But I said in the pub, and I'm not trying to say it's pub.
No.
Your one came up with the drink after about 45 minutes. And I said, can we order another one? And she goes, no.
That's very funny.
It was before time. She just goes, I can't take
not at the moment.
I can't take another order now. I just can't. It took me 45 minutes to get this one over to you. I have a feeling that I didn't turn around now to look, but I have a feeling that if I had turned around to look at what the hold up was, I think she was walking with the tray with her tongue out really slowly. Like that. Just trying to not spill it. No, they're obviously just like there's a problem in the service industry now.
Yeah, they can't get the staff.
They can't get the staff.
No.
And like, let's do some hypotheses, educated guesses as to why that is happening.
Is people still getting 350?
That could be one part. Good hypothesis.
Right.
The second thing is, I think young people haven't worked in those businesses before and now they're struggling when they start.
Yeah.
Third thing is, how dare they?
What?
They think they're worth more than they're getting, which is a big one, I'd say. They're going in saying, sorry, I'm not doing that job. Excuse me? Right? You try working in a local supermarket.
A local supermarket.
A snooker market.
A snooker market, yeah.
Try working in an open snooker market.
Yeah.
When you were 15-year-old and you were getting spat out everything.
You think they just missed a kind of a...
I think they missed... I don't think they want to work, Ray.
A phase has been
I think
missed.
that they think, I have to go to college now and I need to get this office job now straight away. And like, I am not working other than that.
They want
like,
to go straight in as a doctor.
They want to go straight in as a doctor, Ray.
Yeah.
And I tried this. They won't let you. I tried it, Ray, without going to college. They won't let... I did about 3 operations and they were like, I don't think you're it.
Can I ask?
And I said, I don't want to work for this money anyway, shite.
That was the Thursday night. I left quietly. Then the following morning, I left while you were still sleeping.
Yeah,
I escaped out of the hostel.
You did,
and I left you at it. Then was the pure skill. You did a bit of footwork.
Oh,
was that good crack?
Yeah, it was great crack.
Enjoyed that.
I was shy asses, but it was great crack. That pure skill is savage crack in Galway.
Very good.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Joey
and
fleeced everyone.
How many pubs in did you hit that night then?
Now, that night.
Now, talk me through it, like, because obviously stag is the Friday night of the stag. All the boys are in. I'm not there. Truth be told, but Sean O'Reilly arrived.
Sean O'Reilly subbed in.
He took over from me.
He did.
How many pubs did you hit?
Oh man, we must have hit like 1. Here's the problem.
Go on.
Do you want to hear the real problem now as well? Me giving out. You know about me giving out?
Yeah.
Galway, they seem to be like taking these COVID regulations seriously for some reason.
Was there a certain element of certain people having to get fake IDs and fake certs to get in?
Some of my people, Ray, might be unvaccinated.
Some of your group.
And it turns out they're like, yeah, no, we're being serious. You need to be vaccinated.
You can't get in here.
Now, obviously, I walked straight in, man. Just to be sure, I got 16 more Pfizer jabs last week just to make sure I could definitely get in. I have 16 COVID passports. The next day, it wasn't even the COVID thing because everyone there the second day was vaccinated, whatever. It's not that, right? They were terrified of stags.
I'd say that.
We went into another pub, and this one, I'm not going to mention the name because I'm going to go for them right now.
Oh,
in 30
good.
seconds.
Right, I'll sit back and enjoy
We
this.
landed in to this place, right? 6 lads sat down first. The table was this big, massive, long table in there, like that. You definitely would have fit like 18 around.
Yeah.
The regulation says you can only have 6 at a table.
Obviously.
But it was 2 tables put together, 2 big, long tables. So we eventually have about 8 sitting there, and they start sniffing out that we're a stag.
Oh, yeah.
Your man walks over and says, guys, do you realise what the COVID regulations are nowadays? And we were like, yeah, no, but like we can split it. So we tried to split the table. He was like, no, you can't do that. I feel like saying, excuse me there, Theodore. Yes, we can. I'm just doing it right now. Look, it's 2 tables. Like the space is massive.
You can't fool us.
Yeah, like so, and there's no one in this fucking place, right?
Yeah.
So I said to him, there's a good few more of us. There's going to be 3 tables worth of us here. Can we
You said that to them?
Yeah, I said to the manager.
And what did Theodore say to that?
Theodore, right? I says to him, can we take these? There's 2 more tables
Is he Theodore
over here.
Skeffington?
What? How fuck Ray?
Is that that's his full? Give the full name.
His name is Theodore Skeffington.
Yeah. It was his establishment.
He was working in this place.
Right.
Shut up now, you.
Sorry. I don't know what they call that place.
Shut
shortened it up. Go on.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Yeah, okay.
I said, can we take this area, like, whatever? Yeah. And he was like, I don't think tonight, lads, it's going to be busy, you know, or whatever. And he was like, I have another table for you over the other side of the pub.
All right.
He was trying to split us straight away. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, maybe you can go and take that one, but you're going to have to split yourselves up now.
Yeah.
I know what was wrong with Theodore.
He was afraid of stags.
He was afraid there was common jerseys.
Oh.
I was dressed like this is why I told Derek not to dress me up. Don't dress me up stupid.
You look like a troublesome stag.
Yeah, he was going, Jesus Christ. Like he knew straight away we were stag. He knew that I was dressed like a flute.
Yeah.
And he
was stood
saying,
out.
Yeah, and then that's why I said to Derek, don't dress me up, man. I don't want I don't bring this heat on to me.
Yeah, okay.
Right? We eventually go and sit down in the other place. I start panicking. Right? I'm like, there's 10 of us here. There's 8 more lads landed. What are we going to do? Like, they won't let them in. Right? So Derek goes around Galway looking for other pubs.
Right.
They're like,
this is Derek's job. Because obviously you hadn't Cahill's Mulhern then. on the Friday night. So he wasn't there talking.
I should have picked him as my best man.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
So Derek was hunting around town, enjoying all the pints, meeting all the young ones.
Yeah, Derek came back out of it at about 12:30. He's like, I didn't fucking find anywhere, lad. Sorry about that. I didn't find anywhere.
Chips in his hand.
He came straight back and he said, look, there's another couple places we could try, but he said, I'm going to ask one of the young fellas behind the bar, what's the crack here? Like, because we would have been there for about an hour. Having said that, like, all of our other stag people, let's go and find another pub because they wouldn't let them in there. Like, right. Theodore at this stage is off doing something else.
Good.
Derek grabs this young fella behind the bar, right? Long hair, full of life, fair play to him. Says, look, can we get, all we need is one more table. We have two. We just need one more table. And he says, just live with me. Don't worry about it. Right? He saves us a booth.
Yeah,
right? We start getting the boys in.
Right, one by one.
We end up getting two tables right beside each other and then one right behind us. All thanks to this long hair gentleman. He looked like Legolas.
Because I... from the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, or the other fella, Aragon. He looked like Aragon because he had his hair, different hair.
I knew this was happening because I was at a wedding that same day, which I had to attend.
Yeah.
And I was witnessing the WhatsApp group, and it just was a litany of messages going, "Can you get in? No. Try again in 5 minutes."
And you know what the worst thing is, right? So the young fella then takes charge and says, "Excuse me, there's no one else in here anyway. Let's just let these boys have a couple of pints, right?" So he starts doing, and he goes out and tells the bouncers, "There's going to be a couple of lads landing here. Let them in. They're staying." And they said, "Well, tell your man he has to come out now every time." So Derek has to walk out every time. And these this is what drives me mad. I love the bouncers in Sligo, by the way.
Yeah,
they're my favourites.
Good lads.
Good lads. Yeah. Well, hi, Capin. Yeah, and that's bad. Come on in. Right? These two boys, like, they just have this... Look, they're like, I didn't make it into the guards, but I got this thing on my arm instead. Like, so it's the same thing.
Did you enjoy the stag?
No, that second night was unbelievable crack, though. Because here's the thing. That's all I want from a stag. I want everyone just to be able to sit down and drink pints.
It sounds like it's your perfect stag.
It was. It absolutely was. If it wasn't for Theodore and fucking Dumb and Dumber at the door, like, you know? Like the boys that are going like, my chest is further out. No, it's not. Mine is. Like, fuck off, man. Right? Now, we went back then to a friend of mine's house in Galway.
Sure.
While we tried to guess what he earned for a living to buy a house in Galway.
Right.
That was great crack. That lasted about 3 hours.
Okay.
Now, we all got out of it, right?
Did you?
Ray, we landed back to the hostel again. Sorry. My experience of hostels is not good.
No, you normally awaken to find a Russian man wondering why your phone is going off.
Yeah, and I hate them.
Yeah.
Not the Russian men, no. I mean, the hostels.
Yeah, okay.
Right? I was like, this hostel's unreal. It was unreal, wasn't it?
It was lovely. It was lovely. On Thursday night.
Second night, we land back in, and a friend of mine Kev says to the fella behind the counter, "Is there anywhere here that I can fill me water?" He says, "Go down into the common area and fill it."
Right.
He said, "Just be careful. There might be a little bit of sick up there." We said, "That's grand." Ray, we walked in, man. There was a full dinner on the floor. It was rotten. It was disgusting. And you know what your man did then? Because we went in out of it. And we were like, don't be worried about the sick at all, right? We opened the door and he was with us. And we were like, fuck, Jesus Christ. And then he pulled the foosball table over us. That was his way of cleaning us. He just moved the foosball table.
He just left it for the next shift.
And then we walked into the kitchen. This is 4:30 in the morning, right? Yeah. And this is why you want to know what people are like who stay in hostels. 4:30 in the morning, there was this Ukrainian fella making a steak, right? And he was like, gabby-eyed, looking at us like, well, bye, where are you from? You want some food? I'll make you food. I just have a steak. I'll make you food. I was like, Kevin, get me out of here, man, before I get penetrated, will you? Right? So we get the hell out of there. Me and Kevin are dying laughing, going, what did we just experience? There was one fella asleep in the corner with a goatee, right? He was definitely French. He had a goatee.
The goatee was on him.
The goatee was here on his face.
It wasn't a small goat. A goatee.
A goatee.
Yeah.
He had a goatee. So you walk in, there's a fella with a goatee. There's a full carbonara on the fucking ground that was once inside someone's belly. And there's a Russian fella saying, you want steak? I'll make you steak.
Careful now. Depends on where he's
Ukrainian.
from in Ukraine.
Why? What do you mean?
If he's from a certain part of Ukraine, he's from Ukraine. And then if he's from another part of Ukraine, he's Russian.
Crimea River.
That's it. And the award goes to Mark Kennedy. That was absolutely sensational.
How good was that?
That was really good.
Unbelievable.
I couldn't think of the spot.
That is class, man. Yeah. I can't believe it. That's
and we don't mean at all to undermine the geopolitical tensions that happen to be going on in Ukraine.
We are with you. Whatever side we're supposed to be with.
No, with the Ukrainians.
Honestly, I light a candle for each night.
NATO, Ukraine.
We're with the Ukrainians. Yeah. Anyway, so he's in there going, do you want to stay? Me and Kevin walked out and said, what the hell? What just happened in that place, man? It was about 2.5 minutes of chaos.
Yeah.
Right? We said, you know what? Let's just go to bed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yourselves.
So we get into the room, a little bit boisterous, right? 4 of the boys are already asleep in the room, right?
Oh.
Right? Already asleep in there. Myself and Derek and him land in. Before the boys were already asleep in the room where you say, how does that happen? Well,
yeah.
there were 6 beds in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, let me tell you. We burst into the room.
Don't tell me the Ukrainian man was there.
No, I don't know, but he can't teleport.
Right.
We landed into the room, and me and Kevin were like all boisterous, like, "Jeez, what the hell happened down in the car?"
Yeah.
And all I heard, right behind me, because it's pitch black, the boys were all asleep because they had all went home earlier. All I heard is, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up," right?
Right.
And I was like, "Which one of these stag bastards is telling me to shut?" I looked up.
You stag commander.
There's some French lad asleep in bed number 5.
Oh.
Right, the bed above where you slept the night before.
Yeah, lovely bed.
I said, "Who the fuck are you?" I was like, who are you? And he was like, shut up. I was like, man, this is a 6-bedroom room. We have 6 lads. This is our room. He was like, this is my room. This is my room. I said, get out of that bed.
You did now,
Pierre, get out of that bed
this
now.
This is the fella that Brian Nolan said you were going to puck.
That's the fella that Brian Nolan said I was
seen
going
that
to
come
puck.
into the group as well.
You were probably wondering what the hell was going on.
I was like, why is Kendy going pucking some lads?
I was so discombobulated by it. I was like, we're all having the crack here on our stag, and next thing I'm getting just shut up by Pierre. I was like, who are you? I said, get out of the bed, right? I said, get up the fuck out of that bed and down to reception. And I said, Bucky Boo here. Right?
Oh, you and Pierre went downstairs, didn't you?
Yeah. I said, he's in the bed. He's not supposed to be in the bed. He's in the wrong room, right?
Yeah.
And then your man said, yeah, you are in the wrong room, right?
Yeah, great.
And he was like, oh. And then he turned to me.
Sacre bleu.
He turned to me and he says to me, he says, sorry about that. He said, I usually get cranky when I'm
walking
sleepy.
by boisterous young fellas.
I said, you're lucky I didn't fucking knock the head. Turned around to me in my own stag and said to me, shut the fuck up in my own room.
Right.
And Kevin had to go and sleep in that bed then as well.
Oh, nasty.
Nah, you can't be sleeping in a Frenchman's bed.
COVID.
They sweat different, Ray. They everything. They do. They do. They have a different smell about them.
Right.
Oh, that's so fucking racist.
So is.
Anyway, he ends up going back to his own room. He said, no hard feelings. I said, there will be no get the fuck out of me jaw. Yeah. Right? The next morning, I realised another reason why I don't like hostels.
Go on.
6 boys, 1 toilet.
Oh.
Ray.
Yeah.
35 million pints between them all.
And there wasn't a towel in the toilet.
One of the boys, I won't name him, went in and he did that thing. Did it ever happen to you when you're having a Barry White?
Yeah.
And you could even be half stalked or something, just with morning stalk.
Oh, God. You're going down a very dark road.
He pissed out the gap between the lid of the toilet and the fucking toilet seat. Yeah. And he pissed all over the floor. Right? Yeah. And he came out and he apologised straight away. He said, lads, I'm not going to lie to you. I just pissed all over. And he said, but I did. He dried it up with his own jocks. He said, I dried it up. Well, the other boys would say, all you did was move it around. He just moved it around the fucking floor.
But there was no towels. They don't give you towels in them hostels.
We woke up at 10:15.
Yeah.
By 10 to 11.
Yeah.
There was 6 shites at that time. Ray,
no.
Honest to God, I nearly felt like when I was handed back to key card, say you may knock the building. I don't think your
Why
plumbing's...
did you hand him back to keeper? That French lad was a dirty bastard.
That's what I should have done. Yeah, look.
I'm not even paying for the room.
If they had said, sorry about last night, I was like, look, I don't care about him being in the bed, but he destroyed the board.
He destroyed the bathroom.
He must have been eating baguettes all night or something, man. I don't know what was going on. He destroyed the place.
Sure, it was him probably with the carbonara before he ever landed home.
That probably was.
Yeah.
It probably was, man.
Come here then now. Obviously, you're stagged out with now, so you are.
Yeah.
And you're back. And now is today's Monday.
Yeah.
We're recording. This is 132.
Yeah.
And
when people are listening to this, I will be
either getting married or married.
Yeah, or running away. Imagine. Like you all think I'm going haha joking, whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine if I genuinely left her.
Serious.
If she turned up and I wasn't there at all, and then the next time she checked, I was in like New Zealand, and I just never spoke to anyone ever again. Imagine how mad that would be.
You could do that.
Imagine though.
Yeah.
And it turned out I would live with a fella the whole way.
But you were gay.
Yeah. Imagine if it just found out that way.
Wow.
Ray, I have something to tell you. No, I'm joking. Of course, I'm only joking. I go to marry her.
Tell us now this. How are you feeling? It's a big thing. Like you're only 3 days out now.
Yeah, I still hasn't hit me. I'm being totally honest. I don't know.
Have you tried on the sushi?
No.
Oh, so you don't know whether it fits?
I haven't got it yet.
Oh, you haven't got it yet?
No, I'll collect it Wednesday or something.
Okay.
Don't make me panic now and think I should have had it already. Oh, will you shut up, man? You're doing this on purpose now, 100%.
Sorry, no, yeah. Just as long as you fit into it. Like the last thing you'd want now is not to be able to fit into the sushi.
Why? Ray, I'm already stressed up
What
to
are you
the
stressed
eyeballs.
about?
I'm still.
What are the little things though that are getting to you?
I'm still working.
Yeah, okay, well that's boring. What else?
I'm still working. No, I don't have any
I
excitement.
was thinking more like
I am stressed, Ray.
things for the middle of the tables.
What?
Do you know, like the little things in the middle of the tables?
That's over
and,
it.
And the mass booklet, is that done?
It's all done.
All right.
Ray, I am living with a clerical officer nearly. Like, honestly.
Soon to be your wife.
All that's done. All that stuff is done, right?
Okay.
The stuff that's not done is the stuff I was in charge of.
What was that?
Me old fella ran me and said, am I not singing her up the aisle? I said, shit. You are, yeah.
Right.
So I hadn't even organised that 2 days out.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I haven't washed the car.
Are you supposed to wash the car?
You're supposed to. Ray, it's bad luck not to wash the car before a wedding, Ray.
Is that true?
No, I just
made
like,
that up.
I don't want people to be. I obviously want my car to be clean if I'm going to be driving it around for 2 days.
So you're
during
driving,
the wedding.
obviously. You have to drive your own wedding.
No, I'm just saying that if it is anywhere around though for the 2 days.
Where are you going to be now? This is the thing. Where are you going to be
here.
on the Wednesday night before the Thursday?
Here.
You're going to be here in Russian Hour?
Yeah.
You and all the boys?
Yeah.
Are we going for pints on Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Are we?
Fiddler's Creek.
Class.
Okay.
So we're going for pints on Wednesday night and then you come back here and then you get up on Thursday morning and then how do you get to the church? Do you drive yourself?
No, I'm not driving myself. There's a Mercedes bus coming for me.
Oh, Mercedes bus.
A massive one, like 52-seater. No, there's a van coming, like you know what I mean, to pick me up, like
lovely.
whatever.
Where's Nicola going to be in all this?
Nicola, we didn't want. We're very traditional, like
you don't want to see each other.
No, we don't want to see each other. So Nicola is staying in LA the night before. She's going to fly in.
You got the private jet on and off.
Yeah, because we don't want to risk it. No, she's staying out in Dargan.
Oh, she's going out.
She's going out in the Castle Dargan, and she's going to
Castle Dargan.
She's going to stay there, and then we're going to go outside. We're getting married in Kulani. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Paparazzi are going to be there now.
That's what I'm thinking. Did you really kind of? But no, it's not Thursday. We'll put it out Thursday.
Yeah.
It'll all
but
be
the
all
local paparazzi will be there. The Weekend will be there. The Champion will be there.
Yeah.
The Sligo Away podcast will be there.
Yeah.
It'll all be there.
Yeah. Sligo Show will be reporting live.
The Sligo show will be there, but no one really listens to that. But anyway, no one really watches that, man.
So that's great now. So okay, I have it now. So she'll be out in Dargan. What time do you think she'll leave here on the Wednesday evening? 6?
About 5 to.
Yeah.
No,
And is there? Have you any speech?
no, I haven't written it yet.
But do you have to do a speech?
Oh, I'll have to talk, obviously. But I
Yeah.
probably won't. I'll probably just talk.
Will any of the bride's side of the family speak at all?
Her father.
That's all.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? So how many people on your side talk?
He's lucky now. He'd be allowed.
Look, he's talk. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Right.
so none of the bridesmaids get bridesmaids get to speak. Does
Yeah.
Nicola get to speak?
No, Nicola doesn't want to.
Right, so no Nicola, no bridesmaids,
No.
just her outlet.
Nicola hasn't spoken to me since 1,000 days.
Right. How secret of a happy
Do you know what I mean?
marriage
How
is
would you
like.
go talking to 100
So
of
it'll be you and it'll be your best man. Who's your best man?
Derek Gorham,
All right, yeah.
the stag organ. No, sorry, Cahill's going to do the speech.
Right. So yes, it'll be and then so you, Derek, and
My
your
father,
outlet.
yeah.
And is that it?
That's it.
Oh,
4
that'll be-
speeches.
Won't be a bad old speech.
No, in and out. I told the boys in and out.
When are you going to do the speeches?
On the day, I'd say. I'm not going to send them in the video to you after, like.
No, but like at what point in the dinner?
No, we're going to have a lump of a bit maybe.
A pavlova?
No, we might have a Valavans.
So will you do? Oh, that's the big thing because I was at a wedding. I was at Paul and Dee's wedding on Wednesday.
Yeah,
No,
congratulations,
Friday.
Paul and Dee. Fair play to you.
Paul and Dee got married at Ballistair Church and then went on to Markery Castle. Fierce fancy. Fierce
Lovely
fancy.
spot.
I actually felt underdressed.
We could not afford that.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah. If we turned up there, they'd be spitting on us, like.
Yeah, but you're still getting married in a castle. It's just Castle Dargan down the road.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's even better again.
It's a much better castle.
Paul and Dee, we have a way better castle than you have.
But they did the speeches
Have you
before
golf
the
course?
meal.
Go on.
They did the
Yeah.
speeches before the meal. Is that what you're doing?
That's what we want to do. We're going to have one course. We're going to
Great.
get a Valavant in, yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Bit of chicken, bit of fucking mushroom.
And then would the soups be coming down kind of while you're chatting?
Yeah, we'll chat away and then they'll drop down the soup tray. But Ray, we're going to be in and out though. Because we're on a time constraint here with these restrictions and stuff. The whole thing has to be wrapped up by 11:30.
Does it?
I'm going to be straight in and straight out, Ray.
Right.
How are you caping? How are things? Thanks for coming. She looks lovely. And I'm very worried about Derek's speech as well. Like, I don't want him to get stupid with it either. Like,
I think he will.
oh, sweet suffering Jesus, Ray. Look, he's always going to belt it out. Fair play to him.
Is there anything you're worried about?
Anything I'm worried about, really? I'm worried that they're going to be persnickety about the whole. Don't get up now without a mask on, you crack. I want people to just have the crack.
All right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm also worried that I won't like it.
The wedding?
No,
Or being married?
Marriage.
Oh.
But that's why I've said it 100 times. Where I can fall back on the whole. Yeah. I think Nicola's really good.
Yeah.
But I think I'll really hit the nail on the head by my second wife. I just have this feeling.
You think that
I think
she's
she's
good, but you're not not right yet?
I think she's still out there.
Okay.
Mrs. Wright.
Yeah, Mrs. Wright.
I just think she's there somewhere, Ray, in detail.
Okay, but in the meantime, though, the VIP wedding of the year is happening this Thursday.
Do you think it is the VIP wedding?
It is. And how do you feel about all the
Come
people?
here.
Yeah.
You know the way they all do, they sell the stories to RSVP or whatever. Do you think shall I go now? We'll have a big heap of photos of me and Nick.
I think they should. And there was a suggestion that Buzzy Gagnon would do the actual voiceover on the ceremony itself. as people were coming in. Oh, there's Brendan now from the thing.
Like the Queen, like when the Queen gets married and shit, like and they're all landing down near the end. There's the and that'd be unbelievable if that was the case. So there is a wedding video done by Brian McDermott from Pixel Productions,
from the Brian McDermott band.
Yeah, he's from Brian McDermott featuring Brian McDermott.
Yeah,
it's Brian McDermott fan featuring Brian McDermott.
Who's doing the photos?
The photos is done by some gentleman.
Very good.
That's not his name. He's not an Asian guy. It's just some guy.
Some guy.
Some guy. I don't know who he is. Here's the thing, right? If the photographer so happens to listen to this podcast, I have one note for you.
What's that?
If you start dragging me around Castle Dargan, taking photos beside fucking trees, I will knock.
But you'll have to.
The Eastern European head off you.
You'll have to. You'll have to.
No.
Apparently, Shorty Wall said there's 300 or 400 photos going to be taken in the day. Your jaw will be sore from all the smiling.
We are on limited time. If he has me around the place going, I want to go, one of me and Nicola, one of me and Derek, one with the parents, one with the granny.
And that's it.
And then I want you to go, thank you so much. I don't even know his name.
Right.
You see, the women care about that stuff, Ray. And genuinely, I'm not joking here now. Women, Nicola spent ages picking a photographer, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And well, she should.
And she's contemplating this thing now. I must talk to her about it. It's going to be an argument. She's contemplating. It is. I'm waiting on one more argument to come, right? And I'll let you know how it goes. If we didn't get married Thursday, it didn't go well.
Right.
The argument is, I don't, look, this is what she's going to want. She's going to want that no one takes pictures of her on the day and puts them up on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, that's a general thing.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. I'm like, let people enjoy the crack and take a photo and go.
I have to, but that's, no.
I'm not on, I don't care. But women, I get it. Women care. They're like, don't take a photo.
So I don't just go
I'm paying your man $3,000. Like, that's what they're saying.
Yeah,
I get
you
that.
Paying the man, like, because everybody getting a look at the VIP wedding.
That's the other thing that the fella said to me as well. Yeah, that's what you release the photos yourself, and they're the ones that you look best in. Your man has a stipulation in his contract that says if Bridie comes in with her iPad beside me taking the same shot, she can't.
Oh,
she's not allowed.
Will you oversee?
So that auntie that everyone has with an iPad,
right?
She's not allowed to go. If your man sets the shot up, she's not allowed to go over his shoulder and take the photo. He won't let them.
Okay,
it's in the contract. And you know what it's punishable by?
The two boys from the SCEF come down and kick the head of them.
Kicks the head. You said the name of the pub.
I said the name of the pub that you're getting the two guards to help out.
Nothing to do with the earlier story.
No, nothing to do with the earlier story. I just know there's two lads that work for the SCEF in Galway, and they're really good when it comes to regulations. You know, and if you tell them there's no young ones without iPads allowed. Yeah.
We are savage at alienating people, right? It's so good.
Sure, look it.
But who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck them. But that's the crack anyway. Look, we said we'd wallop out this episode.
Yeah, we have to make it quite clear now to anyone listening that there will not be an episode the following week.
No, definitely not. I'm going to be in Lanzarote.
You're going to be in Lanzarote wishing you're in Tenerife.
Yeah, I wish I was in Tenerife getting a hand job.
Eating my arse.
Eating arse massage.
Eating arse massage. I enjoy that. It's very good. Yeah. So there will not be an episode next week.
No, there won't.
So will be a break taken.
Can I say another thing, Ray? Can I just do a little bit of self-promotion just to end it? I hate doing that, but it's a nice way to finish sometimes.
Nice way to finish.
Fiddler's Creek are doing some live stream gigs in the coming weeks, so keep an eye on the Fiddler's Creek page. It's on a Monday and a Tuesday at the end of October.
Lovely.
I think it's 18, 19 and 25, 26.
Okay.
Kendy's doing a gig with a band. The White Gorilla's doing a big. The 65 Carl Mulhern's band are doing one, and Hi-Fi featuring Tabby Jesus Callahan are going to be doing a gig. Very good. Watch all them. Have you had just wanted to chat?
I had absolutely nothing.
No, that's good.
This is all about.
Tis all. Listen, in all seriousness, next time you hear me, I'll be a married boy.
Yeah.
Imagine if I change completely.
This is your last podcast.
As a single man.
You're not single, but you're.
Well, you know what I mean.
Unmarried.
But imagine if I came back and I was like, pure pribber proper and shite, like just because I was married.
Yeah, that could happen.
Imagine if she turned. I'm imagining all these scenarios in my head. Imagine if she turns into a bitch like whenever we get married, and she's like, "That's it now," and starts kicking the head to me, slapping me in the jaw and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the joys of love.
Yeah.
And I leave you with this one, Mr. Mark Kennedy. Sounds good.
Mr. Mark Kennedy. You were always Mr. Mark Kennedy.
Mr. Mark Owens.
She'll be Mr. Mark Kennedy. No way, she won't. She'll be Mrs. Mark Kennedy.
Yeah. Ray, we are talking to hide the shots.
Right.
Thanks a million to Brendan on the cameras again.
Yeah.
Look, we'll see you when I'm back
Yeah, and in the meantime, get an old Kendy into yourselves.
Aye, and drop in some messages saying fair play to you, Kendy. And if you're bored, this is your last chance. You have 3 days.
3 days?
You have 3 days, send me a nude picture.
Did you get fiddled with it by any whores?
I didn't get fiddled with any who's in the stag. I was livid, Ray. It's my last week. No fiddling. No strippers, no nothing. Right. I should have picked Carl.
You should have picked Carl. Would have organised a few whores.
Carl would have organised the whores, man.
Yeah.
He would have been straight on them.
Right.
Anyway, that's 1, 3, 2.
Fair
lads,
play to you.
Fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.